kickoff. And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Still running up for 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Trying to find his man on first down. Dumps it to the back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Here's the handoff. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
He's tackled at the 16-yard line. Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Bulldozes him. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry up. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. from the gun, the ground game. Ball's out, and the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's back to throw on second down. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until...
And the ball is picked off.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to shed one tackle and get some pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got it behind the line. It's Ashmore. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Handoff from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quarterback checking the play. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Bearcats are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Plows through the defense. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Bust through behind his pass. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keep. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, gave the defender the business. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Cincinnati, 21. Florida State, 0.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Off the play fake. Looking left. He's got it. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Oh, look out. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the back. The ball squirts free. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on second down.
Under. Easy.
Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bearcats want to move quickly. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little bit further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Right back to it. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Floating away. Firing to the right, complete. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
So much for tight formation, smash mouth, 2nd and 1, and they've got 4 receivers across the field. Now adjusting. He fires it out to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Ash. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to throw it again. That's caught. It's Ash. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Running through contact. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads it left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. It's still a 17-point push. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes his connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one.
The give on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd down play from the gun. Finds his man down the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. is looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
They'll try the left side. At midfield, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
4th down at the 45. 2nd down.
Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got the quick pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, going to the air. He lets it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Cincinnati 34, Florida State 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown Seminoles. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Appalachian State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Handoff from the gun. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
Ready up.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago, none today.
And just a great response. Last week, you're probably the reason you lost, and you didn't take care of the football. But now you step out here, you show your team you can bounce back, you can lead, take care of the football, and lead this team to victory.
They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good